Hello, my name is Ethan David. I attend Cabot High School as a junior, and this is my visual arts audition for Arkansas Governor School. Whenever painting, I like to work with as many different medias as possible. My favorite kind of media is mixed media, but the most common media that I think I use is definitely acrylic paint. It's in almost all of my paintings because I just really think it's really fun and easy to use, and it helps me get a lot of different undertones that I can help peek through and make the painting a lot more expressive and convey a lot more emotion. My biggest inspiration for my paintings are definitely my own thoughts. I like to think a lot. And because of this, I just get random ideas for paintings. I'll just be eating dinner or like in my bed about to fall asleep, and I'll have an idea and then I'll have to jot it down for later. I like to find inspiration where I get my thoughts from most of the time are just everyday situations. A lot of my paintings are focused on darker subjects because of personal experiences that I've been through, and I like to explore the different emotions and thoughts that came from them. In the past few years, I've taken Art 1, 2, and then I skipped Art 3 to take AP Drawing instead. I did this because I thought I was both qualified enough to take the course and that I was committed enough to get the workload done. Outside of this, I'm in programs such as Art Club, where I am a chairperson, and I am in National Art Honor Society, and where I have accumulated a total of 22 community service hours. My most successful piece of artwork is definitely this painting titled Creation. This painting is meant to explore my thoughts on spirituality. More specifically, it's meant to be a commentary on religion as a whole. I feel like this artwork was so successful because of how well I implemented my ideas. More specifically, on how well I implemented the idea of cutting the artwork into two separate pieces. I did this simply by stapling two canvases together. The painting itself is meant to depict a godlike figure dropping in humans onto Earth. In order to make the painting seem more relatable, I used a stove to push the message. I tried to comment on as many questions I could come up with when thinking about the concept of God. The point of the painting is not to agree or disagree with any religion. It's meant to validate all religions by being a respectful commentary on the concept of faith. My favorite piece of artwork ever created is definitely Saturn Devouring His Son by Francisco Goya. This painting is so infatuating to me because of how it manages to look so muddy but also so beautiful at the same time. The rich contrast and expressive brushstrokes seen in this painting really reflect Goya's mental state at the time. Soon after being exiled, he developed a disease that made him quickly spiral into insanity. This started a series of paintings now known as the Black Paintings, this painting being one of them. This painting is perfection in my eyes as it manages to blend horror and beauty in such a magnificent way. While not traditionally pretty, the expressive brushstrokes within the work make it beautiful in its own way. One thing that I try to do in my artwork is go big or go home. This is seen really well in this piece titled Turn Off Your Brights. I made this painting about the passage of time. More specifically on how when you look back at different events in your life, it all seems to have happened really fast, even if it didn't at the time. Because I see life as a journey, I used a car as a vessel to convey my message. I expanded on this by taking advantage of the rearview mirror. In order to do this, I wanted to show all three main parts of human existence: birth, life, and death. Another impressive piece I've created is this one titled Fear. Paintings about the fear of death and how sometimes it never leaves your mind. This is the most tedious painting I've ever done due to the background. The background consists of a repeatable pattern I made of 80 different brains. I painted the brains digitally, printed them off from a computer over and over again, and then pasted them into the background. Well, in the end, I feel it was worth it. It was very tedious. Another painting that I've made that I'm very proud of is this one titled Rot. This piece is the pinnacle of my mixed media journey. It combines charcoal, color pencils, acrylic paint, oil paint, cardboard, lamination, and oil pastels. My favorite thing implemented into the painting is definitely the fruit. I sketched and colored rotting fruit with colored pencils, then laminated them, and then pasted them in on top of cardboard slightly above the base. I did this to create depth while also trying to make it feel like they shouldn't be there. The final painting I'd like to show you is this one titled Small. Despite the name, this painting is clearly anything but small. This 68 square foot painting is by far the largest thing I've ever made. Other than just size, it's also one of the most meaningful pieces I've ever made. The painting itself is about a period of time in my life when I felt small in the universe. I explored this idea by awkwardly framing myself in the bottom left-hand corner of the piece. This stands out against a massive, unearthly background. There's so many fish in the painting to represent how so many people are on Earth, and it's really easy to feel small at times. This painting was made on bed sheets to convey how, at that time of my life, it was hard to get out of bed. The hook is not just there to tie in with the fish, it's also there to represent hope. It's meant to end the piece with a positive final message to keep going.